BalconyTV.
G'day guys, welcome to BalconyTV Melbourne. I'm here with Bruce. How you going?
Swell.
Yeah, swell.
Yeah.
It's probably the first time I've heard swell as a description for how someone's going on this show. So you're unique.
Pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, it is a lovely day. So what song are you going to play for us?
We're going to do a song called Little Ticket. It's our latest single.
Cool, let's hear it.
Who casts a straw that says you'll care for all of this and see a point of all the little things coming big? Trace out a line that says where he sits you will fall, that touch the light that blinds them gentle when they're right down, wasting my little time humoring the simple dose, while all the calmer friends get it done and make the most, cause they're riding on their ticket, their precious one right lasts less than most, and stop off a smarter filter cause they're caught at the altar with a loving note. He knows the bigger things that little ones don't know. Don't ask the question, boss don't like to answer those. Yeah, with the truer love that puts him behind the post, while smarter things run by with no spirit past the notes, cause they're writing on their ticket, their precious one right lasts less than most, and stop off a smarter filter cause they're caught at the altar with a loving note.
Wow, it's outrageously good.
Thank you.
So I first actually heard about you at Big Sound when I was there hanging out, and there was a lot of people that said you were the best performance they saw at the conference.
That's very nice. Was I the only performance that they...
There were 80 acts, so I don't think so.
Big Sound was a bit like that.
Yeah. So I guess was that conference, that performance? Did you feel you got a bit from that, and did you notice that kind of reception?
We had a really fun show. It was great. We played in this beautiful place called the Woodland Bar, which is this kind of old saloon, which kind of suited us perfectly. And it was really good. We got off the plane, we sound checked, and then the next 3 days sort of descended into a kind of potpourri of memories. It was really fun though. And we had a fun show, and there was just a lot of music, and it's just nice to be up in Brisbane. It's good.
Yeah. And you've just released your EP.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
It came out about 10 days ago now. It's 6 tracks, and I guess there are different songs that I've been working on, and I wrote and produced it with I wrote it and then I produced it with Scott Horscroft and Shags Chamberlain, and has big choirs of men and women singing oohs and ahs and big string parts, and I don't know, I guess trying to give it a real sense of sort of scope in the arrangement and everything.
Did you have enough time in the studio to sort of play around, and did you feel like you had I guess some people feel rushed in the studio because it costs a lot of money and all of that.
Yeah.
Did you feel all right with having the time to be experimental?
Well, we sort of staged it out in such a way that we kind of went in for, a relatively small amount of time. We recorded 9 songs in 10 days, so there was, no resting up or, taking a break. And then we went away, and it was a matter of placing that kind of the next phase of the arrangement. So all the string parts and just any extra kind of analog organs and different things that we wanted to use to kind of fill out the sound. So it was good. I liked the way that we phased it out that way. I think it was a good way to do it.
Yeah. And you've been working in the music industry for a little while, and you've also studied music and sort of, I guess, followed some almost traditional channels. Like, what sort of sparked this kind of current project, and the focus on your own music?
Well, I studied jazz music. I mean, I kind of got very involved with that in high school early on, and then went and studied at a conservatory in America, and also at the VCA in Melbourne. I don't know, I guess it's probably true of anything. You immerse yourself in something and absorb so much information about a certain kind of tradition and a sound and a sort of music, and then it's a matter of stepping back and repiecing that together into something that feels kind of honest and, a kind of indication of where you're at. So I used to do a lot of sort of jazz stuff, but then I just started writing this music, and I guess I was just starting to become curious about other forms of music, songwriting, and became interested in kind of colour in arrangement. So the idea of augmenting things with strings and choir parts and creating a real sort of grandeur to it. So that was sort of what I was aiming for with the recordings.
Yeah, and I guess it's always still a bold move though to put something together and put yourself out there. Like, did it just naturally sort of happen? You were recording, and has it just kind of flowed along pretty naturally, or was that ever something that you were afraid to do or anything like that? And did it take a bit of something to happen to get the courage up for that, or has it just always been something you wanted to do and just were waiting for the right time?
Well, I probably felt that for a certain amount of time when I was doing more of the jazz stuff, I could feel this sort of kind of blurry grievance within me. Like I wasn't quite sure about it. I started feeling like that there was probably a reason I needed to start moving in the direction that the pull that I was feeling at the time. So that was kind of a bit of a catalyst. It's felt pretty good. It's just I don't know. I just had a feeling when I started writing some of these songs, and then I started writing more and more, and I'm writing all the time now. And I guess I'm just following that. I mean, ultimately, it will continue to evolve. It won't stay. Just Brous isn't what Brous is now forever. But it's been really fun so far.
Yeah, and you guys are heading on the road soon. Where can people check out dates and info for that?
They can go to brous.com.au.
It's not B-U...
B-R-U-C-E? No, of course not. B-R-O-U-S, which is actually my last name, but pronounced Brous, not Brou or Brous.
I was giving it Brous for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That has all the information on the dates. We're playing in Melbourne and Sydney and Brisbane and Adelaide, and playing a few more shows around before the end of the year. So it'll be fun.
Cool. Well, I'm sure many people are excited to see shows of that tour, and hopefully I look forward to checking it out myself.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for coming on the show, guys, and you've been watching BalconyTV Melbourne.
BalconyTV.